we've got a big old mess going on out here. But got the reservoir mounted. I need a trim right here so we can get a funnel in there to fill it up with fluid. Power steering pump is on. I'm gonna go work on building some tabs to get the cooler on, and then I'm gonna run the line from the orbital to the cooler, and then to the cooler up to the reservoir. And then tomorrow my AN line is gonna be getting built. We can finish running the line from here to here. My pulley's coming tonight, so we can get that all back on, and then like hopefully like have steering by like tomorrow afternoon. So I've got these built. They're gonna go right off the front of this bar like this, and then the power steering cooler is gonna bolt to those right there, and then it's gonna be right out front. What I'm gonna do right now is use these vice grips to hold this piece of metal where I want it on the power steering cooler. Really, realistically, I want the holes to be right about in the middle of this flat stock. Got it on the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna have my dad hold it up there. I'm gonna use the little flux core welder because our MIG, we don't have a 50 amp plug down here. Yeah, this is the shop right now. Working out of this shed kind of sucks, but got bigger things coming down the road. So for now, this is good, and we'll make it work, and we'll get the truck together. But yeah, I want to finish the steering. I'm ready for the steering to finally work. So we'll put this on. I'm just gonna be having my dad hold this power steering cooler up for me and get it centered where I want it, and then I'll just tack it in place. This is a lot easier to do when you have an extra set of hands, and my dad's always willing to help me out on my trucks, which is really great and super, super helpful. I'm super thankful for him. So yeah, he's just gonna hold that, and then I'm gonna tack it in place. Here I go, just a couple little tacks, and then I'll have him get up and out of the way so I can finish burning it in. I'm just gonna finish burning these power steering cooler mounts all the way in nice and hot so that they don't go anywhere. Now that I've got that all burnt in, I'm going to throw these fittings in, and then I'm going to start making my hose. I need one line to come from my orbital valve to the power steering cooler, and one line from the cooler up to the power steering reservoir. That's what I'm doing now, just making sure I have enough hose. None of this is high pressure, so it's just like fuel line. Super easy stuff to build. We're taking the mom Suburban to Klotz Auto Parts. We need a dash 12 to dash 10 AN fitting reducer, and then we need a dash 10 AN line built. Then we will know that we have everything, and we can put everything together by tonight, and we should be able to get the steering cycling and get all the air bubbles worked out. And then we just have to move the trans coolers out of the way, and the truck should be good to go for the weekend. It's Labor Day weekend, the holiday. It'd be nice to get it out. Everyone's going to be out there, but we'll see. Klotz Auto. Let's go see if they have our parts. We went down to Joe's from Acura Automotive. He built me an AN line. Everything that I needed. Klotz shipment didn't come in. They tried. Didn't get the right fitting. Owen's bringing a fitting later. Shout out Owen. But we got the hydraulic line built, so let's check that out. Oh yeah. That's going to be nice. Now we're just waiting for the reducer. I'm going to put it right up in there. And we should have steering. This guy.
What are we doing? We're just cutting this piece of angle iron. He just walked right into it. On the vise, which is me just standing on this.
We're gonna notch it with
with cutoff wheel.
Yeah.
No guard, of course.
We need it to be round.
Yeah.
Then we can put the trans coolers right there. We're just notching these angle iron pieces. We want to see if they fit where they're supposed to go, and then we're going to cut them shorter. Then I'll be tacking them in place. We're just trying to make some mounts for the trans coolers so we can get them up front where the most air is going to hit them. I think this is going to be a good spot, but I guess the real test will be once we get it out to the dunes. We're just going to be doing the same thing to the other side. I have 2 trans coolers for my truck. It's a built C6, but it does spin the tires a lot, so it likes to warm up fairly quickly. So the more coolers, the more fluid, the better. I love this part about building trucks. I mean, we don't got a lot. We're working out of a shed. We have a little flux core welder. I have an angle grinder with a cutoff wheel and some angle iron from Tractor Supply. We're not really rocking with a lot, but we're still getting stuff done. And this is just my favorite part. This is just home roots, like just want to get out there and thrash. But we're going to make it work with basically what we got. And now I'm just going to be burning this in. And then we're going to be drilling some holes so we can run some self-tappers in there. You see what we're doing?
Yeah.
We're drilling a hole. Human drill press.
Eventually.
Oh, there we go. Now we got to swap our tools. Put one of these. Whoever invented the self-tapper deserves a raise. One of these trussy things in here. And you got yourselves trans cooler mounted. Good. Fingers crossed that there's no leak, because if there's gonna be a leak, I might cry. Amazon had mixed reviews on the parts I ordered.
Amazon built truck. Literally sponsored by Amazon Prime.
No, need to be sponsored by Amazon Prime.
That's right.
Going in a little bit.
To the sky. Nothing big.
From a bad angle. I think our drill bit about had it with her life.
Did it break? Oh. Did it?
I think it like broke off in there though. I think we can just run the self-tapper up in there. Let's try it. Can't go wrong, right?
Right. Did you get it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is the old welder we're working with. Pretty sure this came from Harbor Freight. I'm not.
Flux core bees.
Got the power steering cooler on there.
Thing's dope.
Our line, we're still waiting for that. Reservoir. This is the full hydraulic steering on my F100 prerunner. You see up here, we've got a remote reservoir. We did a different housing on the power steering pump so that we could run a remote reservoir with just hold like a bunch more fluid so we don't like overheat and stuff like that. This hydro steer got an orbital valve which basically just like pushes fluid and it does its thing and I don't know what it really does, but it does work. So And then there's like 1,000,000,002 hoses. Basically, one's to turn one way, one's to turn the other way. And then there's a return. And then this nice AN line is from my remote reservoir to the power steering pump. Then down here, we have this, well, I guess you can't really see it now, but it's the big hydraulic ram. It's a Big Shocks 2.5 ram. It does really, really good. I like it. I like it a lot. We put power steering cooler on here. Fin cooler. It's 26 inches long. Supposedly that's the best cooler you can get for power steering fluid. And then we're leaking the fluid. Don't worry about that. We have a hole in the top, so that's where it's coming out of. And then we moved the trans coolers, one on each side, so that the trans stays nice and cool. And the radiator has stayed a lot cooler now. The motor is staying way cooler with that. Steering is dialed in, and I'm super stoked with how it turned out. I'm gonna show you guys how easy this thing is to steer. You can see that. Oh, the hoses and that ram down in there. But really liking the way this all turned out. Need to clean up the fluid though. Shows you how much fluid's in there. We keep it full. We are gonna show you how easy this is to steer. So simply all you have to do is get in your truck, cycle the ignition, fire it up. That was the video on the hydro steering on my prerunner. It's full hydro. It's pretty neat. I don't really know of another prerunner in Michigan that has full hydro steering, but you guys saw, put it together, get it working. It's working great. Throw a couple clips in of the truck out in the dunes. Tuned for some more videos, because I mean we've got 1,000,002 different things we need to do to this, so we'll be back.
Good.